Hey y'all, I absolutely was not planning to do this today, but I sewed up our new pattern. It is a pattern for menswear and kidswear. It's called the Tailgate and Sideline, and I have a little problem because I promised my daughter that I would sew her up some new hoodies. And I sewed the size 16 in the kids version. She's 12 and she was going for like a little bit more of an oversized look. And I was like, absolutely, we can make it happen for you. And then I made this and I don't want to give it to her because I love it so much. This again is that new pattern. It is a classic hoodie pattern. We do already have in the Love Notions library a pattern called Sloan that is more of like for curvier figures, kind of like the ladies wear version of a classic sweatshirt. But this pattern is like a little bit more of like a straight fit. And obviously I am not the intended size for this particular style. So I'm typically like a size large, maybe medium large in some patterns. And this is the kids size 16. So definitely this pattern has a lot of like built-in ease with it. But if you're looking for a pattern to sew up for yourself that has a bit more of a straighter fit or from someone in your family. I know a lot of us, we are wearing hoodies constantly right now. As we transition through this season, hoodies are just like an absolute necessity. And all of our families probably really enjoy wearing them too, and wearing them day in and day out. I know that that's the case for my kids. So having a nice collection of great feeling and fitting hoodies is going to be very appreciated. So I don't know if my daughter will be appreciating it because I don't know if I'm going to let her have this one. But to be honest, she just takes stuff from my closet anyway. So I'm sure she'll get her chance to wear it. But I just wanted to let you guys know about this new pattern and make sure that you grab it before its release sale ends, which it's going to be ending on Monday. I believe that's October 24th. And you can get the Sideline sweatshirt and hoodie. That's the kids version, and that's in sizes 2T to 16. And then the adults version is called the Tailgate, and that's in adult menswear sizes extra small to 5X. You know, I was reading on a tester's Instagram posts about how her husband deserves to have clothes that fit and feel great. Like he's done so much for her. He deserves to have things that fit well. And sewing lets us do that. So I hope that you take a second to think about you getting a piece that fits you well and your preferences well, and maybe even gifting out a hoodie or sweatshirt to somebody that you love. I know that they will very much appreciate it. So the men's and boys pattern designer at Love Notions, Kelly, is the one who designed this pattern in collaboration with Tammy. So it has all of the great fundamentals that you can expect from a Love Notions pattern, but it's with the take from Kelly and her design features. So it is that classic, straighter, oversized fit. It has a super, really roomy kangaroo pocket. And I just added on like a little tag here. And it's very much reinforced. So you're going to be able to store a lot of stuff in here, but it's really going to be nice and sturdy for all of the treasures that our kids and all of the guys in our lives probably want to store in there. It has a hood that can be lined or unlined. And for the kids version, there are not drawstrings, but for the menswear version, there is drawstrings. And so I just use the directions from the menswear to sew up this kids one. It has cuffs and a hemband. It has a slightly drop shoulder and just a nice roomy fit. Again, this is several sizes smaller than I would be sewing in a ladies pattern. So just keep that in mind. Always take a look at that finished measurements chart so that you can see exactly how much ease that you want included in the garment for you or for someone that you're sewing for. So just it is a classic, easy to wear hoodie. It is intended for men's sizing with a drafted height of 5'8". But the instructions, of course, include ways to lengthen or shorten as needed for your model. I am really happy with how my version came out. I made mine in a French terry. This is that famous Raspberry Creek Fabrics oatmeal French terry. I don't know what they did with this oatmeal French terry, but people go crazy for this stuff. They always sell out of it, and we just happen to have a couple of cuts left behind. And then we had this cute little quilted fabric that I thought matched nicely. So I put them all together. If you'll notice, I did just to kind of have like the illusion of cuffing. You could use regular cuffing fabric, but I just flipped my French terry to the outside when I was sewing this on, just to give it a little bit more of a contrast and a little bit more interest as I was sewing it. I like to use that strategy a lot to make things a little more interesting and look a little bit more professional. But the pattern is created for stable knits. I think for the ribbing or the cuffing, you're going to want to have at least a 40% stretch. And then for the main, you could have up to a 20% stretch or 40 to 20% stretch on that main fabric. So a little bit less stretch is needed on the main fabric, but you could use the same for both the cuffing and the main. I have loved seeing the testers versions. Everybody's kind of got their own little fun add-ons, embellishments that they've added. This is a great pattern to use for putting on like HTV or like decal kind of things, iron-ons, anything like that to personalize and customize. This would make such a great Christmas present for somebody. And of course, right now, a lot of people are getting ready for Halloween and costumes. So this could go a lot of different ways when we are talking about sewing for a special event. Throughout the last couple of years, Love Notions has been adding on menswear sewing patterns. So we've had this classic sweatshirt, we have the Thomas track pants, we have the Dockside Polo, Henley and Crew, and we also have just the North Star hoodie and pullover, and just some really classic standard essential patterns for any person's wardrobe. And I'd love to hear what other menswear patterns you would like to see inside of the Love Notions pattern collection, and maybe we can start getting to work on some of those. All right, costume change, because I also wanted to let you know that today's Feature Friday is Breckenridge Henley. This Henley is also a classic, but it has a little bit of a twist. It has a really pretty, nice curved neckline here with a placket. These are not intended, or they can be, but they don't have to be functional buttons. So buttonholes are not necessary. This is just kind of like a nice design element. We have cuff sleeves. We have a curved hemline, and there's short sleeve options, and there's even a cute kind of like a 3/4 length sleeve one with like a little button tab where you can like roll up the sleeves. It's really a nice touch as well. So if you're looking for some just classic fall patterns, I highly suggest looking at the Breckenridge Henley today as well. You can get it for just $5. And another costume change. I also wanted to let you know about some very exciting new pattern news at Love Notions, and that is our pattern, Frankie Polo, is in testing and kind of finishing up right now. It's gone so well. This is such a cute pattern. I have been seeing polos all over the place, long sleeve polos, short sleeve polos, and this one has a really cute neckline design. And it has optional cuffs and a cute little vent on the side seam. And it's made for knit fabrics, and you can even do the collar in wovens. But this one is in testing and wrapping up and will be available soon. So just wanted to give you a little bit of a heads up on something fun that is coming to you very soon. And lastly, I just wanted to round out our full update on Love Notion stuff by letting you know about our newest course that's in development right now. Tammy's just finishing it up, and it is actually the Octave Coat course. This course will be able to take you through the entire sewing process for Octave Coat. It's definitely one of our more intermediate patterns. Of course, just like following a recipe, anybody can follow a pattern, but this is a pattern that will help having a course will help a lot of people be able to tackle a pattern like this. And one really exciting thing about the course is that Tammy is going to include a full module on how to do the zipper, hack modification. So it's actually really simple and straightforward, but she's going to take you through step by step how to do the zipper modification for the Octave, as well as the shawl coat and the hooded version and the wide lapel versions that are all available with Octave Coat. This is, again, another very classic pattern. And now is a great time to start working on a beautiful coat for the season. If you live in North America, winter is coming, and in some places you're probably already feeling those colder temperatures. So Octave Coat is going to be an excellent piece to have in your closet, and also to have some fun with and learn some new skills like using a lining and doing some sewing with wovens. It's got these beautiful princess seams. And there's a lot of ways that you can step up your sewing skills as you learn to sew your own coat. So that's all I have, I think, right now for updates. Of course, we have lots of things coming in the coming months, and we hope that you tag along for the ride. See you later.